This is the truth about zoos and aquariums. For us wildlife and animal enthusiasts, there's a lot of controversy and tension that comes around the topic of zoos and aquariums. We love to see the animals and marvel at the wildlife that we might not get to see in the wild, but we also hate to see that they're in captivity. Some of us have thrown zoos and aquariums away altogether in the name of boycotting their practices. However, as I've been learning more about sustainability and wildlife conservation, I had to reflect. I knew that most zoos are actually non-profits, so I thought to myself, aren't they doing something good? Here's the gist of the truth about zoos and aquariums. 1. The history of zoos. Zoos go all the way back to 2500 BC, although they look different than they did the first modern one in 1793 AD. The first ancient zoos were created as a way for the wealthy to show their power, capturing animals so they could put them on display in their private collection of them called a menagerie. Really disgusting, really cruel. Once modern zoos came to the scene, however, they started to take a different approach, one more dedicated to science, research, and creating enclosures that closely resembled the animals' natural habitats. Number 2, the reality of zoos. So basically, zoos have been around a long time, did not have a good start whatsoever, and therefore many animals have been raised in captivity. So why can't we just empty them back into the wild? Well, because they were not raised with the survival skills it takes to thrive in the wild. Therefore, sending them into the wild would also be cruel. Specifically, predators only have a 33% chance of living if they return to their natural habitat. With that in mind, that also means that zoos that can't stay in business would naturally need to transfer their animals to other zoos, which would continue to perpetuate the demand for them. Thirdly, the what now of zoos. To sum up Julia's conclusion as well as my own, the what now is up to you. For those of you who still want to attend aquariums and zoos, there is an ethical way to do it. I recommend going to aza.org and checking their accreditation list. The Association of Zoos and Aquariums thoroughly evaluates each zoo and aquarium based on how well they take care of their wildlife and how well they take care of their workers. You could even go to the website of the zoo or aquarium and check out the transparency that they have. See if they have any conservation efforts that they're talking about, or see if they talk about any of their practices of taking care of wildlife. But if you still cannot seem to stomach seeing animals in captivity, I totally understand that. This is not a video to condemn you, nor do I invite you to condemn anyone else who does want to still go to zoos and aquariums. There is a way to nudge a friend in the right direction of, if they are going to a zoo or aquarium, maybe recommend aza.org to them, or even show them this educational video in a really friendly way. Thanks for watching, and follow for more sustainable travel tips.